What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with another video today, taking a look at clean energy fuel, ticker symbol CLNE, as requested by one of you guys. But also it's a stock that I've really liked. I've been in it for a little bit now and seen it grow, and I really like the future of the company, which is why I decided to also make this video. So we'll take a look at, what exactly it is that they do. We'll talk about the stock price, map out some key levels of support resistance, whether it's a good buy right now, some recent pieces of news, and then yeah, we'll take a look at all that. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on clean energy are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let me hit record and we will get right into it. So this is the daily chart. As you can see, absolutely beautiful. We're talking about a stock that went from being in the low twos, right, in the 239 range, to trading, and that's in November, to hitting 1979, almost 20 bucks. Now trading at 4, still a almost 6-7x in a matter of 2-3 months, which is absolutely amazing. Now let's take a look at what they do, right, and then we'll take a look at some pieces of news. So this is the company. They essentially provide renewable natural gas for transportation. So they can power your fleets, they can power buses using this clean energy sources. So that's what it is. That's what the company does. Feel free to check out their website if you are interested in more of what they do. What I want to talk about here is this big gap up that we saw here, what that was based on, and that was based on a deal that they signed with LA Metro, where they are going to provide 48 million gallons of renewable natural gas to Los Angeles County for its Metro buses. So that deal really blew up the stock, and I think that it's a great indication of more that is to come from the company, right? So this was the first major deal that we've seen in a little bit, and so I think we're going to keep seeing more deals like this one. So there again, 47.5 million gallons of its renewable natural gas to fuel the nation's largest transit bus fleet, which is the LA Metro. They're talking about, so the Metro had a goal of using more low carbon fuel sources, and I think that as we move towards government entities that are looking to put more renewable resources out on the road, that's going to lead to more demand in things like renewable natural gas. So currently 2,400 buses run on clean energy's fuel, RNG. It is the first renewable and commercially available vehicle fuel made directly from organic waste. So this is what I think is really cool about the company. They are capturing methane from decomposing organic waste from places like landfills and dairies, right? So that's absolutely amazing. This reduces greenhouse emissions by at least 70% and up to 300% depending on what it's replacing and what it's doing. So again, this is kind of what they were able to do now, and I think that this company has great potential to be able to do a whole lot more as we move into the future. Now, from a stock perspective, like I said, I've been in since this level back in December, around the $3-4. I have some shares, not as many as I hoped I wanted to have, and then I have some leaps going out to 2023. Planning on not touching those for a little bit because I do see the potential in this company. So obviously it's ran a whole lot since then, but that doesn't mean that it's not an attractive buy anymore. That's the reason why I'm continuing to hold rather than sell my positions, because I do see future potential. So let's talk a little bit about that and what I see with the company. Now, obviously with a gap up like we saw, where we closed in the 1297 and open at 1686, right? Anytime you see a move like that, it'll likely be followed by a little bit of a pullback. That's what we saw, that's what we saw happening here. Pushed up and then came right back down, okay? So that's what, pretty expected, right? And what it's doing right now is it's filling the gap. So if you take a look here, this gap up, which again closed 1297, open 1686. So we do have a little bit of a run room down to this 1297 level for it to fill the gap. The other thing that I want to talk about is, look, it's still trending downward, okay? And although I am a believer in this company, think it's going to turn around and do greater things for the rest of this year and in the upcoming years, I would wait for a little bit of a pullback, right? And what I mean by that is it going to actually go down to fill the gap all the way? Is it going to touch the 21 EMA, and is that where it bounces? Things like that, right? So what I'm watching right now is a couple things to see if I want to maybe add more shares. The 21 EMA is coming up right now, which is $13.68, still implying a little bit more of a downside, and the gap fill potential is all the way down to $12.97, right? So the key right now is just seeing, hey, do we keep going down, and if so, do we bounce at $13.68, or do we go all the way down to $12.97? We could very easily turn around tomorrow, but I want to see that turnaround before I start to invest any more into this right now. Again, think it has great potential, but I want to see it, maybe start to turn around before I add any more shares. Again, watching for that, maybe bounce off the 21 EMA 1368, or if we go down to fill the gap in the high 12s. Again, if we don't stop at 21 EMA, there are a couple levels of support here, but really it sets us up for a fall to the 34 EMA and the 1216 level. But what I really want the stock to do is bounce off 21 and then push towards the 8 EMA and the 1536 level. I think if it started, like, let's say it bounces in the 21 EMA 1368, starts to push up, that's an attractive, place for me to start building a share position and maybe dollar cost average in, like I do with all my long-term positions. And then, on maybe 10 to 15% dips, feel free to add more as well. At least that's what I do. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you, see reason in that, if you agree with that, then feel free to do that as well. But again, I think the key right now is to see if it bounces at 21 EMA 1368 or the 1297 level to get an indication of where it could be going. If it breaks both of those, then we do have a chance to fall all the way to the 34 EMA and the 1216. So again, love the company. Really excited to see what they do and more deals like the LA Metro one that we saw. Bullish on this company for the rest of this year and for the upcoming years, which is why I'm holding onto my shares and leaps. Hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.